Thank you, Ruth. Now another moment you've all been waiting for is the valedictorian address, because this is really about the students, and I think we've all been talking enough. So I'd like to have one of our students come up to the stage, Camila Jerger, who's a graduate. So a graduate from the Public Project Management Diploma Program, and Camila will speak to you on behalf of the students.
Okay, good afternoon, family, friends, paid staff, faculty, fellow graduates, and piotitas. Let me see if I can try to do this without PowerPoint. It's gonna be a challenge for sure, but I'm gonna try my best. So, well, here we are. We made it, and by looking at everyone's faces today, I can see how proud we are of being here. And you know what? We must be proud. PACE is a tough program, isn't it? Right? People are always surprised that they're actually amazed every time I talk to them about our statistics. The number changes a little bit from program to program, but we've done, during the course of a year, over than 120 assignments, presentations, and exams. So, you know, we deserve a really big round of applause simply for being here today on our graduation after so much hard work. Actually, I know that a lot of us are already working, and you will probably share the same feeling with me. After being a PACE student, work has actually become easy, right? I hope my boss is not hearing me, but you know, he gives me better deadlines than our PACE instructors. So, and I think you guys are probably feeling the same. So, but sorry, boss, if you're hearing. But yeah, you know, I encourage you to all go back into Nexus. Yeah, remember Nexus? So go one last time and look at the stats of your program. Find the number of exams and assignments you've done and keep it somewhere you can look every day. You're gonna feel proud of yourself, I'm pretty sure. And you know what? It's not about having the perfect grades, but about looking back and say, I've accomplished it, I've done it. And you know, we've done it all, plus we made lots of friends, and some of them will continue on our life throughout the next chapter of our journey. And that's a big deal that deserves celebration. When I was preparing my speech, I thought of bringing some meaningful quotes that would resonate with everyone. So I'm gonna bring 3 quotes today. I promise it's not gonna be long. But firstly, before bringing those quotes, I need to make sure that I cite them properly. So can someone here double check my APA at the end? So now we are heading to the most exciting part of our journey. I wanted to take a minute to bring a quote from Milton Berle, an American actor. He once said, "If opportunity doesn't knock, build the door." My dear colleagues, it may take a while, you may not know how to use the tools, but you can surely build that door if you put your heart into it, if you give your 110%. This is something I always believed in my life. Always give your best, and the universe will reward you. So guys, let's go and build the best doors we can. I was told that my speech today had to represent every student of PACE, but I'm gonna go a little bit against the rules here. Sorry, Kim and Karen and everyone else, but I'm gonna take a moment here to talk about my fellow international colleagues. The international students, they were for many times the heart and the soul of the program. And they were super loud too, as you guys can see. I know that each of us, we have a different story on how we ended up in Winnipeg. But the mere fact that we all had the guts to leave our lives, our families, our stories behind and start in a new country already makes us winners. So guys, be proud of being here, of your courage, of your guts, but never forget where you came from. Adapt, adjust to your life here in Canada, but continue to be proud of your traditions and your accents and your languages, because they are part of who you are. They are part of your story. But I also need to recognize our local Canadian students. I'm looking at one of them. And because they made our journey in Canada much easier by explaining simple things like, you know, how to dress up for winter, or the rules of hockey, or how a social works, and how to say A in the end of each sentence. But yeah, they were very useful. But no, seriously, thank you so much for welcoming us here into Canada. That meant the world to us. cannot move on without also thanking the PACE staff. They were the most helpful, kind, and fantastic group throughout this year. From the pieces of advice we've received, and we did receive many, the parties, the events, exams invigilation, pizza lunches, everything that happened this year, a big thanks to you, because you helped our days in PACE to be extra special. But I cannot think about PACE without thinking about the amazing instructors we had. I wanted to talk about them all. I could talk about them, the whole day, but I know you guys are hungry, so I won't. But I'm gonna name a few instructors that I know were common to every class and they were loved by every class. So Ab, Crystal, Jeff, Steven, Rob, Stan, Chuck, Janice. You all taught us things that go beyond simple business knowledge. We learned that we should capture a lesson from everything we do. That comes from Jeff, right? That we need to see the reason behind the behavior. That comes from Steven. And not to be wishy-washy when you communicate. That's, of course, is Crystal. So thank you, dear instructors, for being there for us during this year, for being tough when needed, and for sharing this wonderful knowledge we're going to take with us forever. You are our guides, our references, our friends, our stars during this year, so thank you. And yeah. One of my favorite quotes was written by the poet Eric Hansen. It says, "What if I fall? Oh, but my darling, what if you fly?" Now we've graduated, we need to make sure that we all fly, that the sky is the limit for us. And I know that means something different for each of us because our paths and our skies are different. But the important thing here today is, when you leave this venue today, reflect on how you can continue to make yourself proud throughout the next part of your journey. When I go back to PACE and I walked around the Biller Center, I feel that a part of me is still there. Every time I see those colorful walls, the classrooms, and the PACE office, I feel that my time there was one of the most exciting I ever had. I still remember my first day, and I'm pretty sure you guys do too. When I did not know what to expect, I had lots of doubts. Would my classmates be nice? Would I make friends? Would I be able to learn in a second language? We all went through this. But those thoughts, they went away on our first week. And now all I feel when I see those walls is that I miss PACE so much, and I miss you guys so much. And I think everybody here feels the same way. It's been indeed a great year, and today we're cherishing that. Today is all about celebrating with the people we love, with the friends we've made, and we deserve every minute of the celebration. Almost done. I want to finish this speech with another quote that is supposed to be credited to Mark Twain. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor. Explore, dream, discover. My dear PACE graduates, now we're moving to a new beginning of our lives. My last piece of advice is that you be bold. Try the extraordinary, fly high. Now it's the time to go after opportunities. And if they don't knock on your door, make sure you go and you build your own door. So thank you, obrigada in my language, and congratulations to the classes of PACE of 2016. Thank you.